Hi, I'm Dr. Lisa Thompson of drlisathompson.com. I'm so excited to be here with you today, and welcome to part 4 of our Storytelling 101 series, where we're concluding this little mini masterclass on storytelling with 2 tips to closing the sale using storytelling. So here's what we're going to learn today. We're going to do a quick recap of the secret formula to online success. We're going to do a quick review of the 3-part stories that sell formula. We're going to do the quick review of the hero's journey. And then finally, 2 tips that will help you close the sale with ease. So make sure you commit this online marketing formula to memory, which is you need to follow it in this order. Build an audience, engage your audience before you sell to your audience. It has to be done in this order. Now, the way you're going to build a highly engaged audience quickly is through the use of storytelling. It is the #1 tool in your arsenal, especially if you're just starting out. It is going to help you build more rapport and have you close more sales than any type of marketing method out there, period. And the way you do this is doing the 3-part, the 3H storytelling method, which is you're going to lead with your heart by telling a heartfelt story about why you're doing what you're doing. Then we have the head, where we're going to teach them a very specific strategy that's going to get them a result. And then we end with hands, which is your call to action, which is to get them to do something. And because we're in marketing, we are using to get them on our list, schedule a follow-up call with them, or we're going to ask for the sale. And now what we do is we take that 3-part storytelling formula and we're going to craft what is called the hero's journey. So we're learning the formula that we see all the time in movies, where we see our hero, they just are started, there's a status quo, everything is good, then there's a problem, they want to step out of their comfort zone, they meet a mentor that helps give them guidance to get started, they start having some success, then boom, they start having some challenges, and they start sharing their pain, and then they start, the trials get harder and harder, and then they hit rock bottom. Something happens where, you know, they are about to give up. They start losing hope, and then all of a sudden they find the treasure. They find that solution that they were looking for, and then they start taking action, and they use that treasure to solve a problem, and they start getting results. And then finally there is the return and resolution, where things are looking hopeful, and now the solution was something anyone can do or use, and that the results are within anyone's reach. So that is the hero's journey. So when you're crafting this story, and if you haven't watched part 3, I really recommend that you go back and watch part 3 and really craft that hero's journey. But as you go back and you look at your story, you need to make sure that you incorporate these 2 keys to accelerate your results. First, you need to be vulnerable. Don't be afraid to share your flaws. Most are afraid because it diminishes credibility. Okay, they think that, oh, if I'm talking about weakness, they're looking for someone who's strong. But what being vulnerable does is it builds the connection, and the audience shares the pain and will empathize with you. This part of vulnerability, you really need to make sure that this is in the crisis point of your hero's journey, where you're going to share those emotions powerfully with your audience. Now, this is where tip #2 comes in. This is what I learned from another storyteller, Pat Quinn, where you want to take them into the room. Where the mistake tends to happen, according to Pat, is you don't tell the story like a third person. And think of, do you ever remember watching A Christmas Carol? Or reading The Christmas Carol, where you had the ghost of Christmas past, present, and yet to come, and they're taking Scrooge, and then they're kind of pointing out what's happening. That's what you don't want to be doing in this story. Your story, this is your hero's journey. You've got to tell it from the first person. You need to relive that experience by describing the details that bring out emotions you're feeling without saying it. So here's some examples of that. Let's look at this bad example first. I remember feeling heartbroken, and when I discovered we had to move out of the house, we couldn't afford it anymore. I saw the sad looks on my children's faces, and I knew I had hit a low point in my life. Here's a better example, and this one really will tug at the heart. I remember carrying out my children's toys to the front of our house for a yard sale. I nearly cried when I asked them to choose which toys they wanted to keep. Confusion on their faces as I explained how we could not afford to live in our house anymore. Which one gets your attention and captivates you and wants the person listening to the story to keep listening, keep tuning in? Because remember, people have short attention spans these days. It's less than 8 seconds. So you need to make sure that you are taking them into the room and you're being vivid in the description. That's really going to draw them in and hold their attention. Now, I hope you found value from this 4-part Storytelling 101 Masterclass. If you did, I invite you to follow me still on Facebook. If you haven't done so, like my page, because I create content on almost a daily basis and I don't want you to miss a thing. You can go to facebook.com/Dr. Lisa Thompson. You do know you can also subscribe to my YouTube channel from my Facebook fan page. All you need to do is when you're at my fan page at facebook.com/Dr. Lisa Thompson, look for this tab that says Dr. Lisa's YouTube videos. You'll come to a little page like this on my Facebook fan page, and it has all of my YouTube videos here. Just click on subscribe and you will see the latest YouTube video that I've put up right here. So you can watch right from your Facebook right from Facebook. So that is just something really cool I wanted to share with you. And finally, if you really want to get your story so magnetically attractive, you need to register for this Storytelling Masterclass by 7-figure earner Pete Vargas. He's a master storyteller. And in this free training, he is going to show you how to take that story we've been developing over the last 4 videos and how to take that and really create something special where people are going to be so drawn into your story that they are going to want to just take out their credit cards and either buy your product or join you in business. To register for this class, all you have to do is go to the link you see at the bottom of your screen here. I also have the link in the video description and in the comments section. Click on it, register, and attend. I will be at this training taking notes, so thank you for watching, and I will see you at the webinar.